So this is what we felt the importance of the workshop, in order to be on the same page on understanding the significance and the duties we are all to play, and the nature of Quran memorization and its schools, and also the methodology, the approach we are adopting in the school, and also what are our activities. We should be able to know these are our activities so far, and also to clear the air about some of complaints about certain reactions, maybe about discipline. We met with teachers about discipline, because this time there is an incident that happened, that a teacher punished a child to a level that her hands are swollen up, and that woman snapped. Parents, they are waiting for it to happen, so she quickly snapped what happened and sent. I remember we set strict measures that if you must punish, punishment should be the last thing. Beating should be the last. There are many ways you can punish a child. One of the mothers is telling us that during their time they punish them with giving them portions to memorize in the Quran. Yes, if you did not do well, they will give you 50 verses and give you 1 hour to go and memorize 50 verses. This is another form of punishment. You can tell him, okay, you are not going to break. You stay in the class and eat in the class, but today you are not playing with your colleagues. It's also another form of punishment. There are many ways. There are many ways to punish your child, but beating should be the last thing. And we told them that if you must beat, because we cannot also say that beating should be, because the Prophet even mentioned in the Quran, وَضْرِبُوهُمْ. So beating is there in the Quran and Sunnah, but it should be done with careful care and caution. So that's why we told teachers that if you are to beat these children, let it be on their palms. Atapang hannu, if you want to beat them. And wallahi lazim, this incident of that beating, he follows that school directive that the beating should be atapang hannu. Kuma atapang hannu yayi duka. Amma kuma saboda dai tsautsayi atapang hannu ne. Amma duk da haka kuma hannun sai da ya, saboda yaran, dama abinda muke yawan gaya wa malamai kenan, yaran ga sunan indomie generation, ba su da kwarin da mu muke da shi. A tafin hannu yayi ba, amma ka duba ka ga yadda hannun ya kumbura, tafin hannu. So at the end of because this issue has been like the subject matter, and some teachers are applying caution, some are not. So that is why we arrived and we ruled that we will not tolerate beating any longer in the school. You should use other forms of punishment, not corporal punishment, other forms. But beating has been completely abolished from Darulquran. Indefinite suspension until what we have seen. So because I have told parents, I have been a teacher in many of these conventional schools. Many of them. I have been the first Arabic teacher in many of them, first Islamic studies teacher, or Hausa or Quran teacher in many of these schools, and we were able to work there despite the fact that there is no beating, no shouting, no, and you are able to cope with the environment. So therefore, if you force yourself to cope with this environment, you can cope. It's not necessary that you must beat before children will listen to you. Before you control your children, it's not necessary that you must beat them. Since we have seen the negative impact this beating is causing, especially when they are using conventional schools as a comparison with us, that they are not they conventional. They don't want to come to Tahfeez because of beating and the rest. So something that we see is pushing people away from Al-Quran, not unnecessarily away from us, because somebody will draw his child and end up not going to another Tahfeez school. This is a loss for us, a loss for Islam, a loss for Quran, a loss for the Muslims. If at all he went to another school, somebody will draw him and say they will be reading at home. You see, this is a loss. So therefore, whatever that is going to cause any loss to Quran, to Islam, to Muslims, let's avoid it. So that is what we have wrote about that. And I also mentioned, among the complaints we received was about issue of Dirasatul Islamiyya. I have already discussed about that. That we are doing Dirasat Islamiyya from day one in Darulquran. If you go through your child's report sheets, previous ones, you see Dirasatul Islamiyya. I even mentioned that from Zuhur time on Saturdays and Sundays, Tahfeez has ended. From Zuhur fa, daga azhar an gama hadda. Yara lokacin huruf ne suke. Manya ne su kuma suke tsayawa da komai su tsaya su yi muraja'a tsohon hadda. Bayan la'asar kuma ba abin da ake sai dirasatul islamiyya daga karfe 4 dirasat, because as parents are coming, they have concern over this is Tahfeez, and do you combine with Islamic dirasat so that my child will be able to know how to pray, salat, fasting, ablution? He said yes, we must do that. So it's compulsory, we must do that, because we cannot focus only on Quran without teaching other things. They do not even know how to pray, but they are reciting the Quran. We cannot allow to do that. So we are doing memorization, even though it's the primary focus, the primary subject and the reason for the school. And we prefer you call the school a Tahfeez school, not Islamiyya. But every Tahfeez school, as I mentioned, there is Dirasatul Islamiyya in every Tahfeez school. In every Tahfeez school, and there is an Islamiyyat. Then issue of timing. We also receive complaint from parents about timing. From my presentation here, you see that that is the nature of Quran memorization. It's time consuming. You know, somebody that will come and open the Quran, looking at the Quran and recite and go, the time he will spend doing that cannot be equal with the time of the person that will open the Quran, recite it, close it, memorize it, repeat it frequently, continuously, and also preserve it after the memorization. The time cannot be compared. That is why we added in the presentation nature of Tahfeez and the schools of Tahfeez. School of Tahfeez worldwide, they are not coming now and go later, just with a few hours. No, memorization needs time. And from the history of Darulquran, you see, we said that is why the school is established to dedicate more time to Al-Quran. To dedicate more time to Al-Quran. So we appeal to parents to bear with us about that. And that is the best gift you can give them. Wallahi lazim. Shine kyauta mafi tsada da zaka ba danka. You know their time is very short. You know that because some of you that are our fathers here that have children already at institution level, high institution level. You know what I'm saying? Once these children have reached SS class, do they have time again? Like my class now, the Imam al-Kisai, almost 4 students now are not coming. Why? Because they are in SS3, SS2. They are writing WAEC, writing JAM, writing. There is one Fatima Farouk. She really loves Al-Quran. In fact, she is the best student in the class. She is struggling to meet up. Struggling, she's not meeting up despite the love, and the parents want her to come. But because of the tightness of her schedule, now she is in SS class. Daga ƙarshe dole sai da ta daina zuwa completely. Yanzu ga yaran suna shirin hada izu 30, ita kuma har yanzu izu 20 ɗinta ba ta hada. Me matsala? Boko ne ta kai matakin SS class, wannan matakin. So kunga ashe, this is the time that we should engage these children now. Let's engage them now before they reach to that SS class level. In fact, some of the children, as they finish JSCE, they are going to boarding for SS class. So meaning as they are young now, they are in elementary level, we drill them, we engage them now. Inshallah, before they reach that level, they already have Hafiz of the Quran. So From now, let them go to Cyprus. You understand? Alhamdulillah. But if we say no, the time, and before you know they finish elementary level, they enter secondary school, they started to be busy. Before you know, they will start entering secondary level, and they will be busy. But I still have one suggestion before we give parents time opportunity to send their observation. There is one suggestion about our timing. We mentioned that the timing is dealing with the nature of the Tahfeez, but it's open now to parents to choose. We observe that our Saturdays and Sundays are the major issue, where we come from morning to 6. So the timing, you know, and with the issue of what do you call them, home phone, you know, plating, kitso, home phone, so and so other events. So we want to remove 2 hours from Saturday, 2 hours from Sunday. But we are replacing them, we are not giving them for free. We are carrying them, we are making adjustment. We'll carry them back to Tuesday. So let's see, that is what I'm saying. If we reduce these 2 hours from Saturday and Sunday, they will go and replace them in Tuesday. Okay, let me carry you back small, ma. I mentioned that we have Dirasatul Islamiyah, and we receive serious complaint. In fact, some of the parents is even threatening to withdraw the children that we do not do Dirasatul Islamiyah. I say, who tell you? It's you that is not following up. But we are doing Dirasatul Islamiyah. So you see, it's a serious concern. So the issue, let me land, ma. The issue of this Dirasatul Islamiyah is very, very important. We cannot compromise with it, because even you cannot allow your child to only reading Qur'an without knowing other things about the religion. And you see, this 4 to 6 Saturday and Sunday is the time for the Dirasatul Islamiyah. That is the time. So what do you suggest? Okay. Yeah.
But all of a sudden,
as before. Now. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yeah. I think maybe what resulted to that, maybe, you know, the time they started, their bulkiness of their memorization is not as now. So, and we must confess to you, we must confess, as I mentioned the history of, we must confess that in every Tahfeez school, definitely one must overshadow the other. The more the harder is bulkier, the more it overshadows anything secondary. But that doesn't mean we stop or we stop intensifying. No, we'll continue intensifying on it. And that is why you see we introduce CA test for the Dirasatul Islamiyah as well. Before, we don't used to do CA test for them. So we feel that we need to do more about the Dirasatul Islamiyah. So maybe that was the reason. And I also told one of the parents that talked to me about it that our Dirasatul Islamiyah are in Arabic, because Arabic language is the language we do only in the school. So even Dirasat are also in Arabic. even though the teachers explain to them to the language and the level that they can understand. But it is also still in Arabic. So you see, the Dirasat Islamiyah is very, very important. And as we are after the Asr prayer, I told you at a level of the nursery children, from Zuhr they are done with their Tahfeez. They do huruf after Zuhur, after Asr they do Dirasat Islamiyah and Muraja. So it's not that we are busy doing memorization, no. We have to include these Dirasats, because you can see parents are raising serious concern about it. And I also told us that it's the nature of every Tahfeez school. It is very important. So if we are allowed to engage them now, we will see the result in the future. They are not the only people that are doing that. Schools are here. Alhamdulillah, after Darulquran, we have another school that was established also at Pestry. It's the same thing they are doing. It's also a Tahfeez school. The same timing. In fact, they come 6 times a week. Are you getting that? It's also strictly Tahfeez school. 6 times in a week. That is how they are going. So meaning they are even spending more time.
And in that school, a child can reach up to 10 p.m.
A child can reach up to 10 p.m. at that school, because it's too rigid that if you do not finish, you are not going home. So you stay there till 10 p.m. at night. You can even sleep there. So idan kuka duba haka tsarin Qur'ani yake duk duniya tsarin kenan. Amma kuma the results, insha Allah, the result cannot be compared with normal Islamia that they will come now and close earlier. So if you don't want us to use that Tuesday, then I think we should leave it. If you remember, I told you, even you can confess. Malama, ansitulillah. Even you can confess. I have children here, I can confess as a parent that they have coped with our timing, our schedules. Compared to the time we started Darulquran 2 years back now, wallahi they have coped. Even you can confess. When we started, the ones that are being dropped by school bus, they were not being dropped by school bus before. But now, because of the level these children are okay with anything. You see, they are from their conventional school, they are dropping them with their uniforms, Tahfeez uniform in the back. With their lunch, they will, after Salatul Asr, they will eat and change and enter the class. Wallahi, before, when we started, they are sleeping in the class. Za a zo suna bacci, saboda sun taso daga makaranta an gaji da sauransu. Amma yanzu ina tabbatar maka ga malamai nan, akwai wanda yake muku bacci ya da an zo aji. Wallahi, you never see anybody sleeping. The only children that are sleeping are my students, and because they do part-time boarding. And if you see them sleeping, is on Saturday and Sunday, because they are sleeping in the school. Suna kwana a makaranta 'yan ajina. To su kan wannan da an ce maka rana ta dan take, saboda sun kwana suna karatun Qur'ani. To da rana ta dan take, dama kun san shi bacci baya bin bashi ko. To sai kaga suna dan gyangyaɗawa, sai an ce je ka wanke fuska. Amma sauran yara dai da basu kwana suna karatun Qur'ani ba, wallahi garau zaka ga su. Kai fama muke da su a nan wurin yanda ka san aljanu haka suke. Ba san natsuwa, wannan yazo da kudu, wannan yazo. Okay, sorry. We are struggling with them to show you that they are powerful. Are you getting that? To show you that these people are not exhausted at all. They are still having their strength. Wallahi, come and see them during break time. The way they are running up and down, we have to set Ahmed, 2 teachers to be on duty to monitor their movement. Because of the way they are eager for break time to come and play up and down. Very energetic children. So we should not see as if these children cannot copy. They are copying. Wallahi, they are copying. And if you should remember the sacrifice you have done so far. These 2 years that you have sacrificed for them is very precious. You have already set a pace. You have built foundation of their Quranic progress. And you are seeing it. Just imagine another 2 years coming for your child on the same track. So therefore, we should also be looking at, there is a deadline there. There is, we can call it expiry date now. Once they reach SS class, secondary level, then they are not yours to control. Even as a father, once a child ya shiga SS class, you too cannot control him now. I mean, the way you can control him before, that is what I mean. They are controlled fully by their conventional school. Lesson, jam class, wire class, NECO class, busy. There are some of my students that they are going to Brightak, 2 of them. And they have a policy at Brightak. Once you reach, is it SS2? It's compulsory boarding. From SS2 or is it SS3? Compulsory boarding. Once you reach SS2, you go back there. Till after your WAEC and NECO, before you go back. I'm telling you. So you see, how do you... So if we do not drill them, engage them now, then when do you want to engage them? And it's not as if we are the only ones with that kind of... No, worldwide. That is the nature of a Tahfeez school. That is why you see in many cases I would say this is not Islamia school. This is Tahfeez. The reason why I'm saying that is for us to understand that Tahfeez is time consuming. Memorization is demanding and time consuming. May Allah be with us. So give room for parents' observations or comments. Now, alaikum assalam. Karibu na. Ɗaya da minti uku. Okay. Okay, no need. Now, alaikum assalam. Now. Okay, you are in support of that.
I'm not in support.
Okay. Okay.
In as much as Quran is very important, we should at least try and give some aspect of their lives opportunity to. There are some children that are still struggling with their schools.
Now.
For example, my kids, they have some aspect they still have to reach up. And those Tuesdays,
when Mondays and Tuesdays, they are the time they focus.
They do home lesson and part of Fridays.
Yes.
They do home lessons. That's when their school teachers will come home for lessons.
To engage them.
Removing some hours from Saturday and Sunday and bringing it to Tuesday.
We also interrupt.
Yes, and knowing that they came here new, and you know them.
Yes, they are new students, of course. Yes.
Trying to
cope.
To this time.
Yes.
Now trying to destabilize this time that we've been trying to.
Actually, and also over the time that we have built this, and we have built the children to cope over these 2 years. I think making any adjustment will mean making adjustment even to your engagement with your lesson teachers, in fact, some of the teachers that are coming to do Tahfeez, a lot of things will have to be touched. And the reason why we even put Mondays and Tuesdays for the weekends is in order to give the conventional school time, because we observe that every conventional school is more engaged on Mondays, and Tuesdays. So that's why we say, okay, Mondays and Tuesdays should be our weekend, so that they focus more those days. Now, alaikum salam. Sorry, she raised her hand. Bismillah, Mama. Okay.
Madam, my own concern is I'm trying to I don't know
Tajweed.
Ban san ko a gida bane a ki. Malam Hamza shi da na sha complain a ki yana da karatu da sauri.
Now.
Yana karatu kamar yana shawwa. So ko last time da ya dawo da aka ce an yi CA and he was the best at class, I was even asking the malam.
Now.
Okay, my concern is about the fact that
no, you don't have to use the language you. Okay.
Because I want to watch and see because I die.
Now.
I karatu kamar yana shan ruwa da sauri. So I was now concerned like, okay, yayi and because malam ya gaya min bidiyon yayi nauyi da yawa, shi yasa ma bai turo min ta WhatsApp. Kamar yanzu aka yi karatu a hankali da tafi. amma a ƙi ba san ko a gida ne dan ya raina ni ba amma dai kam tsakani da Allah ɗaya ne a
Na'am.
baya karatu
da
da tajwidi
tajwidi.
so ban san ko a islamiyya haka ba ne so I just want to
To shi is possible kaman malam zaka ba mu mene akan akil.
kamar da kika sani a ɗabi'a akwai mutum mai magana inda muke magana ko karatu da muke da sauri
Akwai mai sauri.
yau akwai mai sauri sai kana tsoga maka binci me yake yi to akil karatunsa in dai zo maka karatu normal duk yadda za ka yi kace masa ya hankali ba zai ba shi yana yin karatun da zuciya ne normal haka shi yake ko karatun ke a cikin aji in ana yin hankali shi da ƙarfi yake da sauri yake wucewa yana sa ga yana riga su abun yanda ya kamata to yana yin karatunsa da sauri ɗabi'ansa ne shi in dai karatu ne
kuma haka za a yi ta tafiya da shi ba ya da zai
a'a to ai shi wannan yana yau da gobe yau da gobe
Wannan sunan shi gwani on the making.
yauwa yau da gobe
Ai yanzu yana yaro ne. A wani lokacin is curiosity. She talks about her child, tajweed is always reading fast, not minding. Yes. So it's the Malam mentioned that it's the nature of the child. That is his nature. He talks fast. He memorizes fast. His nature, and with time, it's going to change because he's already changing. And their class, we have not started tajweed as a course for them. It is next time they will start tajweed as a course. Now what they are doing is practical tajweed, meaning as they will start tatbiq, that they will start is teaching them with tajweed. Ba a fara musu tajweedi a matsayin darasi ba. So wannan with time zai gyara. Yanzu dai ya nuna halin shi ne, yana da sauran kamar curiosity ne. Na'am. Adil. Na gane. Na gane. Ok to, Malam Adil shi ma kaji yana da wannan. Shi ma wani comment za ka yi akan shi? Adil na ajinka. Na'am. Okay. To insha Allah wannan will be noted also. Okay, akwai muryan wani malami da yake kaman koyi da shi. Kalin.
saboda baya da ya tashi nashi karatu yana yi kamar da kunci ne malam yana yi kamar ran shi a bashi da kunci ko yana son ya kafa ta ce ka ce wa malamin ka ya zaunar da shi ya koya maka yadda za ka yi amma ita ce da yake kokarin kwaikwayon yaron nan malam da Allah ka sa ido so da na rasa yadda zan yi da aiki.
Issue din kwaikwayon murya ba matsala bane. Balma yana nuna development ne a hadda. Kai ya dame ki. Copying of a voice or sound of a reciter is not a problem in memorization. In fact, it's a development. That means he is beginning to manipulate his voice to recite like this, I recite like this. Before you know, that is how we have all done. Then you later develop your own recitation. Like this Mishawi's recitation, he has to go through a lot of voices and levels before later developing a sound that you know today as Mishawi. So it's development, and every reciter of Quran will tell you that it's not a problem. So they are free to imitate any voice they want. We want them to develop. In fact, sometimes we even test them that we'll play a sound and say who can recite like this one exactly, who can copy and imitate the voice. It's development. MashaAllah. Naam. Wa alaikum assalam. Ka buɗe mota akwai drinks da biskit a ɗauko da shi sai a rarraba. Sorry sir, come again sir, sorry. Yes, come again, sir. I was distracted.
All right. I said I have two suggestions.
Yes, sir.
First one on the timing.
Timing now.
Yes, I want to suggest to the school authority to carry out a survey among the parents who and who wants the timing to be adjusted, and how many of us do not want it to be adjusted. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because the school, either you agree or not, belongs to the parents. By the time they all withdraw their students now, there's nothing for you to teach. So for the school not to go down, we need to know their perception. How many people want it to be changed? If the number of people that want to be changed are more, then the school are going to not have any option than to fine-tune the timing of academics. So if I may suggest, I think why not, since you said in your speech that the school main objective is to memorize, right? Tahfeez. So the issue of something with
Islamia
is not that germane to the school objectives. So why not just focus hours from Sunday only? Then we close by 4. Saturday remains the same.
Okay.
Then we have enough time on Sunday to do assignments or whatever you want to do. We get permission for the other school on Monday. So that is that of that. Then my second suggestion is about the shade rule that you mentioned. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, when I say shade rule, for instance, I have an object to memorize 10 verses in a day. I would like to ask, if that 10 verses is achieved, what happens the following day? Are they bringing up another verses, or they continue from
the 11th one?
The 11th one. So now, my own thinking is this: considering the other activities that are available for the children and other engagement as well, is it possible for the 10 verses that I mentioned in my example to be repeated the following day?
Yes, I've gotten. Yeah. To the next 11th one. Building on it, yeah. Okay, I will start with this one. The change memorization that you do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the change memorization. You reach your 10 verses for today. We are done for today, right? We'll memorize. Everybody will recite one after the other. You even reward, you praise, you motivate. We are done for today. When we come tomorrow, we are going to start by refreshing these previous 10 verses. We must update them before adding another 10 verses. That is the process. You must ground, update, refreshing. That is why you see in our timetable, the first thing is muraja. First thing every day is revision. Every day, if you say, I've sent the timetable on our parent group. First thing every day is muraja. Muraja of what? The most recent hadda. The most recent hadda must be revised before you add, because if you do not revise this one, you are adding this one, meaning you are building on a collapsed foundation. So that is the process. And also about the time, I think you made a very good suggestion, and thank God we are here that we do survey. We can even do this survey now. I see. But those that are not here are already represented. Yes, they will be represented by the ones available. Because if we say we wait until we see everybody, we will not see everybody. So we use those that are available. And if it has been ruled by those available here, yes, that parents have met and they have talking on your behalf. And this is the advice or the system. So with your suggestions, that means we have to make still adjustment on our own part, but still leave you with your 4 to 6 on Sundays. That is it, ba? That actually 4 to 6 Narana Lahad. That Sunday is the day that they will go to do assignments, kiso, and the rest. And I think this is a very good suggestion. But what do you, let's finish on this. Are you going to contribute to this? You are supporting, just yes or no? No, if we add 2 hours, then when are we doing the Rasatul Islamia?
Let's look into, there should be, I want you to look into your teacher's activity. There is time wasted. For no time wasted, we can use them.
Which time do you think is wasted? From?
We used to do memorization from 9 to 2, right?
Yeah.
After 2 o'clock, 2 to 4 is enough for the other.
For what?
For the other.
What about memorization, that revision that we say must go hand in hand?
What I'm saying, revision, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 5 hours is enough for memorization. Children can take 10 guesses, 3 hours.
Do you know that they have break? Wait, sorry, let me hold you there. They are coming by 8:30. In many cases, some of them are coming 9, like your children.
Yes,
They are professional latecomers. So we started by 9, 10, only 1 hour. They go for break. 1 hour from that 10 to 11. They will come back 11, anything 12. It's just, Zuhur preparation for Zuhur prayer. From 12, you see that the children needed to rest. Because once it's that noon, they have been reading from morning. By 12, 12:15, they must, in fact, even the teachers, you find them to be exhausted as at then. Because some of them have not even taken breakfast as they are coming. It is during that lunchtime that they will get to eat. So meaning the teachers, the children must rest at noon. That is when they will come out, prepare for salat, ablution, then they eat. They are coming to stay from morning to 6 now. After Zuhr time, they have to play. Let's allow them to catch some air and enjoy themselves and eat and play, refresh their memory. 2 o'clock they come back. It's time for Moraja. Yes. So I want to correct you. We have no time wasted in Darulquran.
One thing about children is reset is very important for them. Break is very important for them, and rest is very important for them. Don't be surprised that by 4 o'clock, those children are very exhausted. Whatever you are giving, they are not taking.
No.
They are taking.
Whatever you are
Sorry, ma. Please wait. If you look at, sorry, ma. If you look at the way we arrange our time, they will come in the morning after taking the early morning breakfast and coming refreshed. They will recite for like 1 hour, 10 they have to rest. At noon they will rest again for as long as 1 hour plus. After 2 they will enter class to 3:30, they will rest again for another 1 hour. After Salatul Asr, we even rest here together with them, giving them like inspiration, nasiha and wa'azi and muhadara for like 30 minutes before they enter back to do the rasat. So as they are entering their class, they are not exhausted. In fact, they are refreshing, they are ready for the new lesson. And looking at, it's only 1.5 hours after Asr, because we go back to the class by 4:30. So that 1.5 hours, they are refreshing. In fact, you see them, if you want to hear shouting as if they want to break the school, come during that Asr time. That time that they are doing the Rasatul Islamiyah, you see everywhere they are shouting, they are reading on top of their voice. So now, okay.
My other suggestion is that discipline that we said that we are going to do. I want us to actually discipline those children. We can actually make it like that. Let us pick a particular staff who is very calm and have a clear-minded and open-minded that can really discipline those children based on what they have done wrong. Not somebody who will treat them effectively. We can actually try that method again.
Yes, ma. Thank you for that.
And another thing is, my main
suggestion is our approach to learning. Fine, our children will memorize, but then for them to be able to do this revision themselves, or memorize at home themselves, I think they are lacking in Uruf. I really think they are lacking in Uruf. Like, for example, I have 2 children. Amir is somebody that anywhere you open in Qur'an, he can recite because he has that foundation of starting with the Badad, this number Badad that we know. So he learns all the Arabs with their pronunciations and everything. He learns those ones, so it can be. But Rutaina, I have a problem with that. She will want to do a revision at home herself, but she cannot because she cannot identify those Arabs and their
Okay, thank you very much, ma. About the Uruf, Mutma'inna, our class level now, they are still learning Huruf. Mutma'inna, whose class? Yes, Imam Mahmoud's class, they are still learning Huruf. So they are not done with Huruf yet. They are still learning. Malam, and she is good, ko? Okay, now, sir. Bamu cimma matsaya ba kan time. The suggestion raised by a brother, let's conclude on this. The suggestion, I am in support of that suggestion, but what do you see? Just in support, just raise your hand. Let's do it quickly so that we'll make adjustment on how to include that drasat back. No, it's not. We are including it elsewhere. We'll make adjustment within our. Yes. No. Not Monday and Tuesday. From our time, we'll include that 1.5 hour. Within our time, we include it. Everybody is in support. Those in support, say aye. Okay, let's be clear again. The suggestion is.
Let me ask you.
You did not hear the suggestion. You want to answer?
Someone mentioned something, and we have tried to discuss around it.
Yes, sir.
So my own suggestion is in the same line, but with a little adjustment.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you know you have your academic plan. Yes. On every session, you have your academic plan. And we all believe and agree that these children need some rest. Not only the children, even the teacher.
Yes.
Right? Need some adjustment.
Yes.
We all agree to this. Right? So, the adjustment I want us to put here is you have your target for every session. You know what your target is. And we want to give it back to you. Okay. With the suggestions we are making, my own suggestion is that the weekends, we should start 7:30 and it's done. 7:30 to 8. That's when we begin.
Now. Yes.
7:30.
Just normal time. In suggestion now.
So normal time, if you are getting confused. So 8 a.m. to 4 weekends. 8 a.m. to 4 on weekends. No Sunday, no Saturday. Then the other days will remain as is. But the suggestion I'm trying to put across is, you know your plan. For instance, now, if a certain class has to memorize one hymn in that session, then according to the plan, without adjusting any of your, just the timing you are changing. So if it has to be, okay, we need to reduce this target. Instead of 2 hymns, let's do 1.5 for that session, for example. I believe we will all be happy. We are not after them rushing to memorize. No. We want consistency and retention. This is our target. So if this will solve our issue, both teachers and students having rest, weekends by 4 we close, or say 4:30 because of prayer.
So,
I believe this will work. as a suggestion. I'm not.
I believe that the reason why you made this suggestion is you missed our presentation. You stepped out for almost more than an hour. Actually, we have done a presentation about our activities and also the time consumption nature of Al-Quran memorization, and also talking about great significance of this Dirasatul Islamiyah that cannot be overemphasized. We mentioned that memorization is going here almost 50-50 with revision. And you hear just now somebody complain about huruf, teaching them how to read. So meaning there are a lot of conflicts. The new fresh hadda, revising and preserving the already memorized portion, and still taking time to teach these children how to also join alif, ba, un, ta, un, that is huruf together, and at the same time Dirasatul Islamiyah. So there are a lot of activities, and also we also mentioned in the course of the presentation that the time our children over the years, now is our 2 years, our children have already coped with the activities, unlike before. You see, they have already coped. So it's not, even together with the teachers, including myself, everybody have coped. The teachers have coped. If you see Mala Hamzas and the first teachers we start with during those first days of Darulquran, they are actually very exhausted, wallahi, because of the timing. But you see now everybody has coped. So meaning that we don't have issue with us being tired and children being tired as well. The only concern is the parents that are talking about assignments, and the ladies that will go for kisoko, plating, and these are the major things. Okay, how do they want to? They want to go and prepare maybe earlier on that Sunday for their conventional school assignments, plating of the head, and the rest. That is the major concern. It's not about we being tired or the children. We are coping. We have coped. Wallahi, even our children, a little one among them, wallahi, you never see him crying. I'm telling you, you have a small child. I have. In the baby class, you will never see them crying. They are coping. They are playing. They are really coping. We allow them time to rest. In fact, there was a time that we implement compulsory sleeping. I will take us basketry. The initial days, we are forcing compulsory sleeping on the children. That after Zuhr you must sleep. But do you know what? They are not sleeping. They will not sleep. So that is why I say, Kai, go and play Kawaii. They will not sleep. So we see that time we want to force them to sleep, they will be closing their eyes. When they see, Mala no. They open their eyes. We say, Kai, just go and play as you want. Just enjoy yourselves. So I think we should just drill on this suggestion. Actually, that is what the school can afford. That it will not affect our activities. If it is this Sunday after Asr, fine, we accommodate that 2 hours. We'll be able to make adjustment 1 hour Saturday, only Sunday. Malam Umar, your children have been here from day one in Darulquran. So your children, they are the pioneers. So let's conclude on this one. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. So the ayes have it, Kenako. Madam Ibrahim, you want to make a comment?
I wanted to say that as parents, even this timing, to me, even this timing is shorter.
It's not enough.
To me. This timing to me, because my children, their former school, they used to sleep there. Yeah. If you did not bring the portion you're supposed to recite, wallahi, the mala will stay with you, they will sleep there. And I've seen the results. Wallahi, I've been seeing the results.
That's good.
That's why I had to go to the extent of relieving them going to conventional schools. Because I wanted them to have this one first.
Now,
Wallahi, I relieve them. Only the smaller ones are going. I have 5 children here.
now,
The bigger ones that have finished primary schools,
Yeah.
they are no more going to conventional schools until after this one. So they have time in the morning. They will come and do, because they are a little bit higher than the
younger ones.
students here.
Yes.
So they have time in the morning. They will do their muraja. They will do their new hadda. Then in the evening, they will now go. They all will be as muraja with others. So, but as parents, these children you are seeing, they don't need all this time you are calling. They don't need it. Wallahi, because a child needs only 2-3 times. One to eat, second one to play, and the third one to rest. And this third one to rest, they don't even need it for now. Whatever character you want to give a child, just give him. Just take it upon yourself that you want to memorize Qur'an now and see. This is their time. This is the time.
Actually, we mentioned that. We mentioned that their time is very limited. And I must use this opportunity to, even for the parents that are not here when we started, to introduce Malam Ibrahim. Actually, he should serve as a role model to all of us that are parents. Wallahi, I cannot do what Malam Ibrahim is doing for his children's Quranic memorization. Wallahi lazim. I have never seen somebody that is like him. As he mentioned, is correct. He would draw them from conventional school after, up to now, he said they must finish Tahfeez before entering JSS1. Wallahi, he's really trying. And one thing you look at this in the case study of Malam Ibrahim is a look at the progress and achievements of his children's memorization. When they transfer to Darulquran, they have already memorized 30 hizbs. And now by this July, they will finish 40 hizbs. They have added another 10 hizbs in Darulquran. And this 30 hizbs is not, it's original 30 hizbs. Many students that will come with their own recent hadda will have to make adjustment for them, or force them to wait and revise before continuing. But his own children, as they are coming, we quickly adopt them to Surah At-Tawbah. They started their 40th hizb and they are almost finishing this 40th hizb. So their target from now to the next, before next year, September, they will finish what left in the Quran, and inshallah they join their conventional school and they will continue, inshallah. So meaning, if you do more on your children's Tahfeez, you will see more results. He has done more, and where he is already seeing the results. So let's also use him as example. But still, Malam Ibrahim, you know, not everybody is like you. We can, since we have already ruled to consider that, you know, after Asr on Sunday, and the major issue why I even table this matter is our concern. We don't want to lose lovers of Quran, because as time goes on, as a brother mentioned, people have no option than to say, I'll just let them do Islamia, I'm tired. In fact, some of them is even the parents that are the ones that are tired or coming up and down. So that is why if there is room for adjustment, we don't have no issue with that. We'll compromise for the better learning environment and conduciveness of the learning, inshallah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Bismillah.
So,
Alaikum salam.
My name is just a kind of recap to what Malam said. You know what we need to understand. This school was built based on personal experience. Experience in the sense that Malam has moved around some other places. He has given us examples of Java and some other places like this. That our primary aim is for our children to get the Quran something, memorization. And in memorizing the Quran, you can't just say you want to do a child, you want to attack the memorization. There are some steps, principles that you need to follow. And based on this, now he come up, design a kind of schedule, a kind of timetable and schedule, for every child to get memorized or memorize the Quran. That is why he come up with it. That observation this my brother made, that on Sunday 2 hours of that Sunday is a good one, because he can now find where to squeeze those 2 hours. But if you are doing this one, saying my child, let's making all these things, you are going indirectly or just you are diverting your whole primary aim of why you are trying to say. So the primary aim is for our children to get or memorize the Quran. And in memorizing the Quran, there are certain principles you must follow. Yes. There are certain principles. So that's why the Malam now, before establishing the school, he has been designing that if we follow this at the end of the day, our children will be like this. What is important is the result. And you know that empty brain is a devil of trap. Once if a
Especially for children.
Quran, forget about what he was said. Yes. Once if a brain has been exploited, I mean, used perfectly, any other one that you study will not follow. I've done my master's in University of Litahfizil. I know what I'm from. Allows your children to explore their brain first. Once this brain has been activated at the early stage, all other things just a history. So please, we should not jump at this stage. This is adolescent stage where a child needs the brain to be used perfectly. Once you have grabbed that moment, all other one will follow, automatically will follow. But please, we should not jump. We should do that the school's first design. The Malam has moved around so many places, have seen so many things. That is why he now come up, going by his presentation, come up with it that if we do this, that's how things will come out. So please, we should not interrupt that one. Even if we can interrupt, please let us be mindful of the end result. Let us be mindful of the end result. Maybe 2 hours, that 2 hours that my brother raised here is good, they can adjust it. But we should not be just bringing this some unnecessary thing. You know, that my child will be resting on this thing. No. Unless you are not ready for the Quran memorization. The traditional way of giving our child to memorize the Quran, they will just give it to the Malam. He will not even go back home. Then forget about that abuse of the Quranic edition that say Al-Majri. No, that one has been abused. Al-Majri means in Arabic word, people moving from place seeking the Quranic education. No. That's what it really means. But it has been abused later by some other unnecessary things. They don't even know the meaning of what Al-Majri used to mean. But initially, you can see in Borno State, some parents would give their child to one Malam, one teacher. Malam in the sense a teacher, not the Malam that is supposed to just body as somebody who don't even know what he's doing. So that is once it is Malam means somebody who teaches Quran. He can move from that child from one place to another in seeking of the Quran and Quranic education. At the end of the day, you see that child has memorized the Quran. That's the primary reason why child has been given to the teacher to teach him the Quran. So please, we should not interrupt that one. Stick to that original abbey. Different from those things that used to know. And once the Quran has memorized, the brain of them to memorize the Quran, all other things will automatically will follow.
This is a golden nasiha from the Borno people. You know, they are the custodians of Quran in Nigeria. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think it's a very interesting section, and I want to use this opportunity to appreciate all the staff and malamas and the school management for all you've been doing. Notwithstanding, I know it's a difficult point, but alhamdulillah, you guys are trying. I'll just get straight to the point without elaborating that much. With regards to the way the balance treats the children, I think in terms of discipline, well, you guys can carry on, but it's just that we need to look how far to approach this matter, because I have a parent that we grow two students from here, that the way they discipline the children, that they are not happy, they came to this Islamia, and the man to start to not explain to them what transpired to that punishment. And because of the this open communication between the parents and the man and the teachers, now we do the students, which for me I felt very bad, because if you lose one from here, that means it's telling part from the Islamia. The second one is with regards to the timing. It's unfortunate that children don't come to Islamia on time. You understand? Mine is big thing, but it's just for us to see how far we schedule our activities to ensure that the children come to Islamia on time. Because if they don't come on time, it affects the program, and want to pick them again is an issue. The third one is with regards to parents parking along this road.
Okay, parking.
Double parking.
Parents double parking.
Double parking, because on several occasions you see some you park along across the road. Your kids will try to run across and you see this Okada.
Yes, yeah, this is a serious issue. Even the estate management are complaining about it.
We need to suffer to avoid double parking. The third one is this tree. If you check, you see it going towards the pole, and it's a risk. Because if children are parked, or maybe they want to pass through that side, it may electrocute them this rainy season.
Yes, yeah.
So we need to see how it's good. The other one is free will donation to the Islamia. I know it's not easy with the little we are paying. Despite that it's much on the other way around, we appreciate you guys for it. But the parents, I want to encourage the parents to see how far we can do some free will donation. Is it solar installation, or are we going to get something like rechargeable light in case if the generator occurs, used to see how much problem with the gen at times, and once there's no light, it's an issue. And also the issue of free donation can come in different forms. Fumigation. We know we have a stream, but cut across behind.
Yes.
And there are red tides that may be coming from other places. And what red tides sense is the heat and the odor of people. So if you have cluster of fish there, what will happen to scorpions and other red tides? So we can still see how far we can fumigate this like we have previously on the day of the free will. I think that's all. Thank you.
Jazakallah khairan. Actually, about the discipline, that parents you refer is the one I gave example that the ustaz. Okay, another one. Actually, that is one of the things we parents should try our best to understand. You have passion, you have something you want to achieve with your children, and you search for a school that can deliver on that you want to achieve. Some parents are very funny, sorry to say. As I mentioned, some are looking for, whenever there is new school, some enroll their children here with us because it's just a new school. They do not know what we are doing, the services we are offering, what are our objectives, in fact, they do not even know what they want. What they want from their children, they do not even know. So in many cases like that, for somebody that really mean the Quran and has passion for the Quran and whatever, you should, a man is not somebody that run away from a little challenge. You must show endurance and perseverance. When there is a challenge, you should report to the appropriate authorities on that. People we are talking about, Wallahi al-Azim, they did not even come to me. There was a parent, this one that I mentioned, that the Malam beat the child on the palms as instructed, that only on the palms. That is how it was. But they said she came to the school, she shouted at the Malam, and that she's withdrawing the child. She called me that I'm withdrawing the child, I'm not doing it. I said, what happened? Said, this is what Malam. They said, have you reported to us? He said, it's not the first time. I say, all these times have you came to report officially that this is what happened, and we did not take action on that. For that reason, we have to suspend the ustaz. It's not that we are allowing ustaz to do whatever. We suspended him without payment in order to show them that we will not tolerate this. So meaning, if something happens, it's not that whenever a little challenge you run away. A little challenge you run away without showing endurance. You run away to another school. And just to end up going there, the same challenge here. You see them, is it not Islamia school, it's not Ustaz? You see come across the same challenge where you are going to. So then that means from there you change again. So that means you continue changing from here to here, from there to there. It's not going to help your children. So if we see challenge, let's come together. Since we all believe in our cause, let's come together and sort it out. That is the best thing, sir. Jazakumullahu khairan. And about the donation, we have actually, you must commend parents. Wallahi, there are parents that are sending these free will donations to us. Even during our upgrading of our rock carpets that we replaced with chairs, we have parents that donated. And also during every beginning of every term, we have parents that are bringing these fumigation things. Even though we do this fumigation, but our parents are bringing detergents, hypo, and a lot of things for cleaning. So they are doing that, and we appreciate them. May Allah reward them in abundance. Now, now.
Saboda in mun koma na ce musu me aka yi za su ce sun manta saboda mene ba littafin da zan gani littattafan su duka suna gida in na ce a kawo littattafai sai a ce in daina zuwa da su za a bukata duka littafin suna gida ni ba abin da nake gani bari in taimake su da inda suke Qur'ani ne huruf ne duka ni ban san me suke yi ba wallahi.
Ok, dama su littattafan su ba sa tafiya da littattafai makaranta gida, littattafan su na makaranta ne.
An bani na dawo da su an kuma mai da su na dawo da su an ce wai ƙara zuwa da su.
A ba a san ana barin yaran da littattafai saboda in suka je gida da shi batarwa suke yi ko a yaga daga nan littafi yake salwanta.
Kuma ni ban san inda suke ba wallahi.
Ba na saki a class din su ba, group na class?
Ban ga an tura ko
a group din class din? Ai ana sending updates duk sati, duk karken sati ana sending update na me suka yi. So wannan za mu abin da malaman duk sati dai ana sending update, kuma har da kashin saiwan sababbi ne ba su riga sun yi coping da bai familiarizing da environment din ba. So idan suka saba da environment din ke da kanki za ki ji za ki kwankwashi wurin na gani. To za a yi ma malaman magana akan tura update da amma dai line adin ɗinki ce duka cikin group ɗin iyayen ko? To insha Allah. Na'am. Wa alaikum salam.
I'm not against disciplining a child. You can confirm from this your madam. There are days I used to talk to him about my costume.
Yeah.
Tell him if he's not doing well, I give you go ahead to discipline him. Well, I don't like a situation whereby two kids or more are having issues. You now tend to want to favor one child against the other. You see my two sons, they confide in each other very well. When they do things, they tell themselves, I did it. And the one they didn't do, they'll tell themselves, I didn't do it. Just yesterday, Rayan came home, he was crying. I was like, what happened? He said his madam punished him that he poured soap, and he was not the one that poured soap. They usually come home, and sorry to say, your students, they have this gang, they have tacos,
that is children nature.
If you don't belong to this tacos, they tend to bully you. Abdullah is suffering from that. They always bully you.
Subhanallah. We'll do that, inshallah.
Talk to your madam. Always get to the root of issues before punishing students.
Yes. Actually, about that incident of Zobo, I was even around yesterday. Is it yesterday? Yes, it happens yesterday. We saw Zobo he poured. So we asked who poured the Zobo on the ground. They said it was Musa. Now it was Musa that brought the Zobo. So Musa, do you pour the Zobo? Musa said no, it was Rayyan. That is your child that poured the Zobo. Rayyan said no, it wasn't Rayyan, that was Hanif. They say he was doing Batuplif with the Zobo. You know they do this Batuplif game. They say Hanif is the one doing the Batuplif. Are you with me, ma'am? Yes, with the Zobo. So meaning your Rayyan's name got into the case. He was accused by Musa that he poured the Zobo. And another person said no, it was Hanif that poured the Zobo. Then I say, oh yeah, all of you, since your name is involved, come and kneel down here. But nobody actually punished. They were not punished. I just told them to kneel down, then later tell them to go and enjoy themselves. But they were not punished, man. And another thing is that always, as I mentioned in my presentation, always find out whatever children will come and tell you.
Discipline a child.
Yes, of course.
There are days I've beat Abu in his presence. When I want to pick them, I will call him to the side. How is Abu performing? He said we were knowing they just came here, and from where, I'm not trying to consider where they came from. They were not performing there. I'm not against any malam discipline them. Me, I'm not in support of soft parenting. I don't like soft parenting, but don't punish them when they are not the real offender. It will make them not to want to be happy coming here, because they will always want to remember what they go through when it was not their fault. And please, the bullying, please stop.
Yes, inshallah, it's noted. It's noted. We have it on our calendar here, anti-bullying, whatever. We are talking about that, and we'll continue. You know, it's just the nature of children. Whenever they met, one is bigger than the other, it must come. But inshallah, we'll do our best to curtail it. Yes, sir. Wa alaikum salam.
Mine is something I observe over the years because of the time. So every day after the session,
yes, sir.
the staff usually send like a kind of audio Qur'an version of what they've done for the day.
Play for them at home. Okay, like that one has not been consistent. Okay. So Ustaz.
The second one.
Yes, sir. Now.
For me, we not. If I have an option, I will not say we should stop completely to beat the kids. Because we speaking today, we are products of the African. And we knew it's now that we realize some of those disciplines were actually for our good. So, like one of the parents mentioned, the only thing is that it should be based on merit, so that the children will also learn from it when they grow up. So that's just my honest.
Yes, actually, I remember Mrs. Musa. You also made that observation, She suggests that we should look for somebody among the stars that can be cautious in doing it, to do that. Actually, it's not that we are, it is the teachers. We said no beating. But in a special situation that somebody needs to be beaten, it is done in an assembly. That will gather everybody, and I myself is the one that is doing the beating in assembly. I think you remember last 2 weeks or thereabout, we've done assembly and we punished some students that are very stubborn. So it's not that we are not beating, but they know we are beating, but we said teachers should not beat. Those that are, going out of control in the class, note them. Let us have their names. And during a certain period of time, we will arrange assembly and we invite those ones and punish them before everybody, so that they will serve as lesson to others. Inshallah. So in your first observations was what? Okay, MP3 or audio of Quran to be sent to parents' platform. Sure. Yes, sir.
Regarding the condition of the environment, I mean, really fine. Most of them should complain about the heat and not this one that we got. You know me now.
Yes. That is the environment.
Yeah. We need a solar fan.
Yes. Yeah. It's very much. Well, like sometimes as you. Yes, of course. Gaskiya, yes, it's noted, sir. It's noted. On that regard, we are doing what we can, but still, as somebody suggested, maybe free will donation can help. You can decide on your own, buy one fan, just bring. And so mashallah. And we'll make sure that those that donated that one fan will put it in the class where he has children. Wallah, you see, we are really doing a lot about that. You see, this patrol, sometimes in Saturday and Sunday, there is not night. We on gen and wallahi. That's why this roofing we are seeing is really helping. As it is too hot inside, they used to come out to catch some air. Now, madam. Okay, missing. Ina Aisha, kuna ji ko Aisha? Ana complain akan, just sit down, ki zauna inda kike, that about missing things, lost but found, things that are missing.
Very common.
Yeah. So please, ku yi kokari akan kayan yara in sun ɓace, ba ma Aisha. Ina za a singa kokarin ajewa, kada a ga kaya a bashi. Ku dinga kokarin kulawa da kayan yara din nan da Allah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. This is a very, because they used to stay behind after closing to sweep and tidy up the place. So definitely they'll be able to see. All right, inshallah, we'll also do that. So alhamdulillah. Subhanallah.